For today's Cyber CEO episode,
oh gosh, biggest impact. I guess just being able to delegate. If I'm out in the field and there is something that's needed that maybe I get a text message, she monitors my emails as well. But if I get a text message and there's a file or there's a document that's needed, I can literally go to my phone, go to our instant messenger app, and I can message her, hey, can you do this for me? She responds immediately, done. So that has been a huge benefit to just have somebody that I can readily call on if I need support. I meant to mention about training with Cyberbacker, which is one of the things that I absolutely love. That's a game changer. I always y'all need to check out Cyberbacker. Have you heard of Cyberbacker? And just go to the website, and there's so many different backers that you can get for whatever your business needs. It has completely elevated my business.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show today. Shawnna, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for giving us your time. I know you have a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things to do. Really appreciate it. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners, just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you tell us something about yourself and your business?
I have a boutique brokerage, Murrell Homes Real Estate Group here in Kansas City, Missouri. We started as a team. We had 14 agents, and Cyberbacker came onboarded with us when we were just a team. And then she moved over with us when we launched our brokerage. So we are now, we went from 14 agents to now 40 agents.
Wow, it's a huge growth right there. And part of that is your Cyberbacker. That's exciting news. So
absolutely.
If you don't mind me asking though, Shawnna, how long have you been doing real estate?
8 years.
8 years now, all right. So a lot of experience there. How about working with your Cyberbacker though? Is this your first time to do something like this?
It was my first time onboarding someone and to help me leverage my business was it was scary at first. I didn't know how to let go of things. But then when I quickly realized how much I needed help, and then I was referred to Cyberbacker by another team owner in another state from a mastermind. And when I looked into it, I was like, this is too good to be true.
So that's why you wanted to know more about Cyberbacker then, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. So reached out, had my introductory interview to try to hear more. And again, they caught me at the beginning. I was just like, wow, this is great. So
gosh, right there. There's a start of a great partnership right there. Now, talk to me more about your experience with Cyberbacker then. Let's go back. I know one of the first things that you had to go through while partnering with Cyberbacker was to go through interviews on Zoom, communicating with our team here in Cyberbacker. How did that experience go for you then, Shawnna?
It was actually pretty easy. I know when you're starting something new, whether it's a new software, new platform, it's kind of hard to, sit down and actually do the onboarding, do the training and things like that. But Cyberbacker made the onboarding so easy. My initial conversation, I recall, was with the Cyberbacker that, was over the hiring. I indicated what I needed, what I was looking for, the type of admin that I was looking for. And so they lined up 3 people for me to have Zoom interviews.
Yeah.
And I recall them saying that, if the first three, didn't
Don't
pan
work out.
out, just let us know and we'll schedule another three. Well, I didn't have to go any further. I found my Cyberbacker doing that first three interview, and it was super easy. When I chose my Cyberbacker, I believe that there was maybe like a 2-week delay on she actually onboarding, because what I love about this is that all I had to do was indicate what platforms we use. And so Cyberbacker, you guys trained my Cyberbacker on those platforms. So when she came onboarding ready for me, she was already up to date on everything, on how to process everything and all the systems we were using. She just needed to learn our internal process. So that was a huge benefit.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Here in Cyberbacker, we train them as much as we can to make sure that at least they already have an idea of how to help you with their business, of course. Now, talk to me more about your Cyberbacker, then talk to me about tasks. What are the things that you let her do every day in the business?
So she does our transaction coordinator for our entire office. So that's a huge plus, where, usually you would get a transaction coordinator that just handles, your business. But for her to actually support the entire office was game changing, because that's one of the value propositions that I offer when I'm onboarding agents. Like I provide the TC for them. And so she does the TC for all of our files, but then also she joins our weekly calls, business calls, and provides any insight on different tools or technologies that may be useful for us. She would provide feedback. So she hears everything that's going on in the business. She's literally a part of our everyday business. I know when some of the agents need to reach out to her directly, she actually recommended a platform called Slack, because I would ask her, like, what is the best way for us to communicate with you? How can we make your job easier? Not necessarily her just making our job easier. Like, she's a part of it. So how can we keep you satisfied and make your job easier? So she mentioned, hey, there's this platform named Slack. It's, instant messaging. So we implemented that. Agents reach out and talk to her that way, one-on-one conversation, or they can jump on a Zoom if they need to have more in-depth conversation about a particular transaction. So it's worked really well. And we're just always looking for other ways to just make the process a little bit more streamlined. So she knows that open door communication, if she sees something that we're missing that may be helpful, she'll bring that up.
Gosh. So imagine she's almost everywhere in the business, and it's very easy to have that communication with her because you have a lot of options, right? Now, the open door communication, how important is that in a virtual partnership, just like what you have with your Cyberbacker?
Oh, it's extremely important. Not only do your anybody that's working with you, they want to not only be seen, but they want to feel seen as well. So again, it's a two-way street. I want her to be satisfied, and as she's trying to support everyone else, it's a mutual agreement. So, and of course, we want her to keep coming back for the 4th year and the 5th year and the 6th year.
Yeah, of course.
Because she's literally a part of our business, our culture here. We actually have her photo on the wall in our office as one of the, we have a wall with all of our agents, and she's there. She's on our wall.
Does she know that she's a part of that?
She does. She does. We usually have birthday shout outs with the agents. And when it was her birthday, we all gave her a shout out. So that was super surprising to her. But we want her to feel just as much as part of our family, because she is.
One team, one family, of course.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to know more about that. Again, just the partnership that you have with your Cyberbacker. It seems that you've already created a system. It's like everything's already like a well-oiled machine between you and your Cyberbacker in business in business-wise. But how about just the partnership itself? Just being a person to another person. How important, or What made it this successful? What did you do to make it this successful?
Well, our culture here is to make sure that no agents feel left behind. So we all, make sure that we're involved with each other's lives, business and personal, just of course, to whatever extent that we allow each other to. So when we have our business meetings, there's a section where we kind of have like open forum. So we will reach out to we allow our cyberbacker to share what's going on in her life. There's some things that she's doing with education, and we are supporting her there and sending her good luck. She's building her own, knowledge in her life. So we want to make sure that, again, that everybody feel like that they are a part of each other's family, that they are heard and they're seen. So that's huge in our culture. So we want to make sure that our cyberbacker just doesn't feel like that she's a virtual VA, that nobody cares. So we really care about her.
Gosh, so they're just having someone, let's say, just making them feel that they really are a part of the team, even though they're thousands of miles away, right?
Absolutely.
Now, the 3 years that you've been working with your cyberbacker, I'd like to know, this is my last question, actually. So what's been the biggest impact of virtual leverage through cyberbacker in your business so far in the past 3 years?
Oh gosh, what has been the biggest impact? I guess just being able to delegate. If I'm out in the field and there is something that's needed that maybe I get a text message. She monitors my emails as well. But if I get a text message and there's a file or there's a document that's needed, I can literally go to my phone, go to our instant messenger app, and I can message her, hey, can you do this for me? She responds immediately, done. So that has been a huge benefit, to just have somebody that I can readily call on if I need support. One thing I meant to mention about training with Cyberbacker, which one of the things that I absolutely love, is every month they send out a training calendar with just, hundreds of topics, and say, hey, these are some topics that if you want your Cyberbacker to learn more about, just let them know. And that's a game changer, different platforms that I am looking to do in the future. We are about to launch our property management division, and there's a software in there that our cyberbacker is actually learning about. So when we implement that division, if she needs to provide any support, she already knows about that software. And I didn't have to train her. Cyberbacker trains her with that. Complete game changer. Anytime I'm in masterminds or go to conferences, and I get a lot of questions from other team owners as well as small boutique brokerages, like, how do you, leverage your business, or how do you, is your admin virtual or local? I always y'all need to check out Cyberbacker. Have you heard of Cyberbacker? And just go to the website, and there's so many different backers that you can get for whatever your business needs. But it has completely elevated my business.
Gosh, imagine the success in just 3 years. Imagine what you guys can do in, let's say, year 4, year 5.
Exactly.
That's the exciting part. Now, we've been talking about your cyberbacker for a while now, and for sure, once we have this online, she's going to be able to listen and watch this. So I was wondering, before we end, do you have any special shout outs, or want to give her a quick message before we end?
Joanna, you already know this, but we love you. We appreciate you, and our business, we owe it all to you. And we want to continue the success for many years to come. So
there we go. Now, we are very, very excited to see the continued success and growth of this partnership. And of course, Shawnna, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking to you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.